Hey, my friends, David Guido here, personal development coach, trainer, speaker, Zig Ziglar, legacy certified trainer, and author of the book What If 30 Days to Powerful New Perspective. And I have a question for you. Have you ever thought about your past? Kind of a rhetorical question, right? Kind of a silly question, right? We all thought about our past. Let me ask you a better question, though. When you think about your past, what do you think about? Do you think about your victories, your accomplishments, your achievements, the warm memories, the things that got you excited, the things you remember fondly, or do you think about the things that bring you anger, guilt, bitterness, shame, things you know you should forgive somebody about, things that you have regret about that are just eating at you? What do you think about a little bit of both? See, for all of us, we all have a past, right? And that past is made up of the good things, the victories, the accomplishments, the achievements, the warm memories, all of that stuff, but it's also made up of the bad stuff. Nobody's immune from that. We have things we regret. We have things we wish we did. We have things we wish we said. We wish we didn't do. We wish we didn't say. All of that. We all have all of that stuff. And when we think about that, one of the things that we always have to remember, and I hope that you do, and if you don't, please do so from this point forward, is that we always have to remember that the decisions we make today and the decisions we make going forward are always impacted, affected, influenced by how we see our past. And so you know people that are making decisions today because when they're living in their past and they're angry and bitter and they need to forgive somebody, or they have regret or guilt or lack of self-image or lack of self-esteem because of bad decisions they made, because of things they didn't do, because of mistakes they made, whatever the case might be. Everything that we do today going forward is influenced in some way, shape, or form by what our past is, what the story is of our past. And I found, this is so true for me. You know my story. In the 2009, in the Christmas morning, and waking up alone in a 400 square foot apartment and 3 pieces of furniture, no money, nobody to spend the holiday with. And that was a result, as I have since learned, the decisions I made in the years leading up to Christmas Day 2009, most of those decisions were made based on how I saw my past, and it wasn't pretty because my past is littered with regret and guilt and things I wish I'd done differently, and decisions I wish I had made, and I made some decisions I wish I hadn't. But also people had wronged me and hurt me, and it left me bitter, and I needed to forgive, and so I made decisions based on that. What I've also discovered was that throughout all of that past, I had a lot of victories and accomplishments, promotions, great job reviews, projects completed, people that I helped. I had a ton of things that I did that were really great as well. But I was making my decisions leading up to 2009 solely based on how I saw my past in the negative, or the bad side of my past. I was ignoring the good side. And in the process of determining that, or learning that, or figuring that out, here's the other thing I realized. And this is so cool. Everything that ever happened to me serves me. And everything that's ever happened to you serves you. Very often we look at our past and we look at those negative things. Or we only look at the positive when we've buried the negative. We don't confront them. We pretend they didn't happen. And I'm here to tell you that everything that's ever happened to you, good, bad, neutral, those kind of things, those kind of things, they all serve you. And it all serves me. And when I figured that out, I thought, my goodness, how cool is that? Like, it serves me. It serves a purpose. It serves my purpose. And your past serves your purpose. That said, how do we see our past in the right role so that it serves us? And that's the topic this week. What role does our past play? What role should it play? And there's 4 specific roles your past must play so that your today and your future is everything you want it to be, that you're making the right decisions, the best decisions, the most powerful decisions, that you are moving forward, that you're lifted up, you're inspired, and all of that. There's 4 things, there's 4 roles your past must play. What are those? Number 1, your past teaches you lessons. The role of your past is to teach you lessons for today and the future. Good and bad. If you've done something really well in your past, what did that teach you? You learned something. You learned a lesson. It wasn't just a great thing that you cheer and then ignore. You learned something from it. What was it? And certainly, when you went through a season of struggle, made a mistake, made a bad decision, if somebody hurt you, what did you learn from that you can take forward? What was the powerful, positive lesson? Anytime you learn a lesson, anytime you learn a lesson, it's positive. Because you learned, you grew, your mind grew. In that moment of learning, you grew, you expanded. That's the role your past plays. The good and the bad have taught you lessons. Number 2, the second role is that the bad stuff, the challenges, strengthen you. Look, if you're watching this, that means you're alive, right? If you're watching this, you're here. That means that you're strong. That means that all that stuff that happened, whether it was something done to you, whether it was something you did, something you didn't do, something somebody didn't do for you, whatever it was, the guilt, regret, whatever, it has strengthened you because you got through it. You're here today. You're here today. The second role your past plays is all of those challenges, those seasons of difficulty, those moments of badness. Is that a word? They all have strengthened you. And the third role related to that, on the other side of the coin, your victories have empowered you. You know, when you're sitting here today or tomorrow or next month or next year, and you're making decisions and choices and you're not sure what to do or if you can do it or if you can handle it or whatever the case might be, and you go back to that point in your past where you look at a victory you had, a project you accomplished, something that you did, that you finished. When you do that, it empowers you to move forward with great decisions, positive decisions, impactful decisions, things that inspire you, lift you up to get to where you want to go. Your past, the third role your past plays is that those victories, they empower you for today and for the future. And the fourth role that your past plays is it allows you to serve others and change lives. And that's what we are put here for. We're put here to impact people and to make a difference. And everything that's ever happened to you, whether it's good or whether it's bad, it serves other people. It allows you, with the wisdom, with the experiences, with what you came out of it stronger about, more empowered about, all of it, the lessons, it all wraps up into this number 4 role that your past plays, which is now I can go out and I can make a difference. If I'm talking to somebody and I see them going down the road that I went down that was not good, I can stop it. I can share my experience, share my wisdom, serve them through my past. If somebody's looking to do something and I know there's a way that it can be done well, how do I know that? Because I did it well. Then I can use that. I can use that experience. I can serve them by sharing it with them, by lifting them up. So those are the roles that our past play. There's 4 of them. The lessons that our past has taught us, so powerful. our challenges, the things that we did that maybe we're not happy or proud about, or that we don't want to think about. Think about them and how they strengthened you. You're still here. You're watching this. You're alive. It strengthened you. Everything that's ever happened to you strengthened you. The things that were great that you accomplished, they empower you now. And all of that together, the fourth role your past plays is it gives you the tools, and it gives you the ability, the wisdom, the experience to serve others, impact others, change lives. Those are the four roles your past should play. And it does involve looking at both the good and bad, because you don't ever want to put your head in the sand and say, oh, nothing in the past was bad, or that stuff that bothered me, or that I should forgive somebody. I'm just going to put my head in the sand and ignore it. I'm not going to worry about what's ever been said or done to me, or those decisions that I made in the past. That's in the past. It is what it is. You never want to say that. You want to stop and go, okay, you know what? How can this serves me? How can it serve me? What role will it play so that I can make an impact in the lives of other people, so that I can make the best possible decisions for me and my circle now and going forward? That's the thing, right? The realization that these roles, if you allow your past to play these roles now, today, and going forward, you make incredible decisions. You make great decisions going forward that serve other people, that serve you, that make a difference. Because here's the thing, you know this. Maybe you're there now, maybe you've been there before, maybe you know somebody. But when they are solely focused on their past accomplishments and how great they are, and they're not humble, their current life and their future decisions are typically not great, right? And if you've ever been in a place, or you know somebody now that is in the place, or if you're there now, whatever the case might be, where you're just focused on all the bad stuff about your past, you cannot make decisions now going forward that are empowering, that are positive, that are going to make a positive difference in your life, that are going to serve you, that are going to make a positive difference in other people's lives and serve them. It's just not going to happen. And so what we're talking about when you look at your past through these four roles and allow them to play these four roles, we're talking about your energy being better, being greater, your happiness, your peace, your positivity, your relationships. If your past is playing the proper roles, your relationships are going to be so much better than if you're stuck in a bad place from your past that you can't get out of, or if you just think in the past everything was wonderful and hunky-dory and you're in denial, or you're arrogant about how great you were in the past. Your relationships are not going to be what they could be. Your productivity is not going to be what it can be. And we keep talking about serving others, because ultimately what we're talking about is your legacy. Your legacy is at stake. When your past is playing the proper role in your present and future life, you can make the right decisions, the great choices. You can serve others and impact them in a way that creates an amazing legacy. And if you're stuck in a past and it's a negative mindset and you're not letting the past play the proper roles, you can't leave proper legacy. So thank you. As always, I hope this serves you. Please share this. You know at least 5 people who are seeing their past in the wrong way that could be served, that could be impacted by seeing this. So share, like, and comment. I love hearing from people, and I hear from people all the time, and it is so cool, and I love hearing from you. So like, comment, share. And again, I hope it serves you, and I'm so grateful to you for reading, watching, listening. And until the next time, get out there every single day. Discover something new. Learn something every day. Reach for your dreams every day. Dream every day. Reach for those dreams. Go for it every day. And live the life that is so good.